In a world of mysteries where the mighty Volga River flows and the deep waters of Lake Baikal conceal ancient secrets, sturgeon, an ancient fish that has existed for millions of years, continues to weave its legendary tale. In Russia, a vast land blessed with abundant natural resources, sturgeon is not only a symbol of resilience, but also a precious treasure, producing premium caviar known as black gold. With over 11,000 tons of sturgeon farmed annually and approximately 500 tons of caviar exported worldwide, Russia is not only the largest producer, but also the cradle of the global caviar industry. The perfect harmony of nature and modern technology has crafted exceptional products, making Russian sturgeon an indispensable part of the world's luxury cuisine. Green agriculture technology. Discover the journey of premium sturgeon. Sturgeon farming in Russia combines modern technology and natural resources to produce premium products. Have you ever wondered how sturgeon roe is harvested and processed into high-quality caviar? Russia has over 100 farms specializing in sturgeon and caviar production. With ideal natural conditions, the country utilizes major rivers like the Volga, Don, and Lake Baikal to develop its sturgeon farming industry. Sturgeon eggs are incubated in clean water tanks with strictly controlled temperature and oxygen levels. Once hatched, the fry are transferred to smaller tanks to ensure a stable environment and increase survival rates. When the fish reach a size of about 4 to 8 inches, they are moved to larger ponds or tanks for further rearing. During this stage, the focus is on providing a protein-rich diet to promote rapid and healthy growth. As bottom feeders, sturgeon primarily consume crustaceans, aquatic insects, and small fish, supplemented with high-quality industrial feed to boost productivity. When mature, typically after 8 to 10 years, sturgeon grow to sizes ranging from 3.3 to 6.6 feet and weigh between 22 and 220 pounds. Throughout the process, farms closely monitor environmental factors such as temperature, water quality, and oxygen levels to ensure optimal fish health and minimize disease. Advanced recirculating aquaculture systems, RAS, are employed to reduce environmental impact and optimize farming conditions. Mature sturgeon are inspected to ensure health before proceeding to the next stages of processing. This step ensures high product quality and biosecurity. The process of harvesting sturgeon roe is a critical step that requires advanced techniques to maintain product quality. Female sturgeon are first examined using ultrasound to assess egg maturity and quality. When the eggs meet the required standards, harvesting is carried out using two main methods. The traditional method involves stunning and surgically extracting the entire egg sac, ensuring the highest quality but rendering the fish unusable for future production. A more modern approach involves non-lethal harvesting, where natural spawning is induced, and the eggs are manually or mechanically extracted. This allows the fish to continue living and reproducing in subsequent seasons. Caviar from sturgeon species like beluga, ocitra, and sevruga is highly sought after for its refined taste and exceptional value. Additionally, wild sturgeon conservation and breeding programs are strictly enforced to preserve these precious genetic resources and prevent extinction. After harvesting, sturgeon eggs are processed immediately to ensure maximum freshness and quality. The eggs are first washed in pure cold water to remove impurities, connective tissue, and other unnecessary components. The eggs are then carefully sorted by size, color, uniformity, and maturity. This step is crucial because each type of caviar has unique characteristics in flavor and market value. After sorting, the eggs are lightly salted using the Malisol method. The amount of salt added is carefully measured to naturally preserve the eggs and enhance their delicate flavor without compromising their original qualities. Precision is key, as over-salting can diminish the product's value. Once processed, the caviar is packed into specially designed tin or glass containers that ensure a sterile environment. These containers are sealed tightly to prevent air exposure and maintain the freshness of the caviar. The ideal storage temperature for caviar is between 28 and 32 degrees Fahrenheit, ensuring the eggs remain fresh while preserving their texture and flavor. Before being marketed, each batch of caviar undergoes rigorous quality checks, including evaluations of flavor, texture, egg integrity, and compliance with food safety standards. Batches that fail to meet these standards are either discarded or sold in lower-tier markets. The North Sea, where rolling waves blend with the cold sea breeze, conceals one of the most valuable marine treasures, scallops. With an annual yield exceeding 132 million pounds, this region has become Europe's largest scallop supplier, contributing an economic value of over $125 million. Scallops from the North Sea are celebrated not only for their delicate sweetness and distinctive aroma, but also for the meticulous journey they undertake from the deep ocean to the dining table. Requiring exceptional skill and technique, from skilled fishermen aboard modern vessels to sustainable management practices, the North Sea is preserving this precious resource for future generations. In today's video, we'll dive into every fascinating aspect of North Sea scallops. Get ready to witness the unique beauty of the ocean. Green agriculture technology. The journey of scallops from the North Sea. Scallops are the centerpiece of countless gourmet dishes worldwide. On average, the fishing and aquaculture industries supply millions of pounds of scallops annually to satisfy the palates of many diners. But do you know the journey from the deep sea to this exquisite dish? Scallop fishing in the North Sea is a key economic activity, carried out using specialized methods and strict management to ensure the sustainability of resources. Fishermen primarily use bottom trawls, a heavy metal frame dragged along the seabed to collect scallops. This method is highly efficient for harvesting large quantities, but poses challenges to protecting the seabed ecosystem. To support scallop fishing, modern technologies like sonar systems are deployed to detect scallop populations, increasing precision and reducing environmental impact. The fishing season typically runs from October to May, when scallops have matured and reached peak meat quality. North Sea coastal nations have established strict regulations to manage this industry. Annual catch quotas are enforced, along with minimum size standards for harvesting, to prevent overfishing and protect juvenile scallops. After harvesting, fishermen often process scallops directly on board to ensure the product retains maximum freshness and quality when it reaches consumers. Modern fishing vessels are equipped with onboard processing lines, enabling scallops to be handled within minutes of being harvested from the sea. Scallops are sent directly to automated sorting areas where commercially sized scallops are retained, while undersized ones or unwanted marine organisms are returned to the sea. Afterwards, scallops are shucked, cleaned, and stored in deep freeze environments, usually at temperatures of -18 degrees Celsius or below, to preserve freshness. This not only maintains the flavor and texture, but also ensures the product meets export standards for demanding markets such as Japan, Europe, and the United States. When scallop meat arrives at the processing plant, it is sent through an automated washing system. Where high-pressure cold water thoroughly cleans away sand, small shell fragments, or other impurities. Next, the scallops pass through a quality inspection line where sensor systems or skilled workers remove products that do not meet standards for size, color, or texture. After inspection, the scallop meat enters the primary processing stage, typically involving chilling or individual quick freezing. Here, scallops are frozen individually at -40 degrees Celsius to preserve their freshness, natural flavor, and tender texture. This freezing process takes only a few minutes, minimizing any quality degradation. The automated packaging system then comes into operation. Products are usually vacuum sealed or packed in airtight packaging with clear labels. Including information about origin, expiration date, and quality standards. After packaging, the batches are stored in deep freeze warehouses, ready for export or distribution. Thanks to this closed-loop processing system, the plant can handle tens of tons of scallops daily. Meeting stringent international market standards and ensuring consumers always receive fresh, high-quality products. Beneath the ocean depths, where light fades into shadows, sea cucumbers have silently thrived for millions of years. Each year, over 22,000 tons of sea cucumbers are harvested worldwide, making them a valuable source of food and medicine. From the deep waters of the Pacific Ocean to the coral reefs of the Indian Ocean, sea cucumbers are found everywhere, with more than 1,700 recorded species. Their value can reach thousands of dollars per kilogram, making them a highly sought-after commodity across the globe. Green agriculture technology, exploring the precious sea cucumbers of the deep ocean. Sea cucumbers grow on sandy bottoms and coral reefs, absorbing nutrients from ocean currents to develop over many years. But have you ever wondered how meticulous care and strict environmental control are required to nurture each sea cucumber to the standard size? The process of breeding sea cucumbers requires careful preparation, from selecting materials, stimulating reproduction, collecting eggs, to nurturing larvae. Third, rearing tanks must be prepared with an aeration system, clean seawater that has been treated, and equipment such as buckets, filter nets, thermometers, and food sources like dried spirulina algae. Sea cucumbers can reproduce year-round in tropical regions, but they respond best during the full moon cycle when the environmental temperature is adjusted appropriately. Breeding stock is collected from the wild or local farms. Healthy individuals must have smooth, shiny skin, a transparent mucus layer, no parasites, and quick reactions when touched. First, sea cucumbers are dried for about 45 minutes to 1 hour to induce stress. At the same time, a warm water tank with a temperature higher than the ambient environment is prepared, along with aeration. Additionally, spirulina powder is mixed into the water to stimulate reproduction. After the stimulation process, sea cucumbers are placed in a spawning tank with clean seawater. Male sea cucumbers release sperm, while females lay eggs in batches. High-quality eggs range from pale yellow to light orange. Once spawning is complete, the breeding stock continues to be cultivated, while only the eggs and sperm remain in the tank with gentle aeration. Eggs are collected through drain pipes, filter nets, or manually suctioned, then placed in an aerated bucket to prevent clumping. After about 2 to 3 months, sea cucumbers reach 1.2 to 2 inches, meeting the conditions for release into larger farming environments. They can be cultivated in coastal earthen ponds with sandy, muddy bottoms and controlled salinity, or in natural sea areas with minimal, strong waves and rich organic sediment. Sea cucumbers are filter feeders, sifting through seabed sand to absorb organic matter and microorganisms. In ponds, farmers can supplement with seaweed or nutrient-rich mud to promote growth. A major challenge in marine farming is controlling natural predators, particularly crabs, bottom-dwelling fish, and starfish, which can attack juvenile sea cucumbers. Farmers must use protective netting around the farming area or traps to limit predator intrusion. After about 12 to 18 months, when sea cucumbers reach commercial size, the harvesting process begins. Sea cucumbers have soft bodies and are highly sensitive to external impacts, so harvesting must be done carefully to maintain quality and minimize damage. Typically, harvesting takes place early in the morning or late in the afternoon to avoid high temperatures that could stress the sea cucumbers. Harvesters use their hands or nets to collect sea cucumbers from the seabed or farming tanks, avoiding excessive squeezing or scratching their protective mucus layer. After harvesting, sea cucumbers are rinsed with treated seawater to remove sand, mud, and any attached impurities. They are then sorted by size and weight. Standard quality sea cucumbers are preserved in clean seawater or immediately cooled to maintain freshness. For long-distance transportation, they may be packed in temperature and humidity-controlled containers to prevent dehydration. Fishermen use small to medium-sized boats to harvest sea cucumbers, usually in the early morning or late afternoon. Divers wear masks and oxygen tanks, diving to the seabed to search for and collect sea cucumbers by hand. Some boats use bottom trawl nets, gathering sea cucumbers along with sand and seaweed, then sorting them on deck. Harvesting requires experience since sea cucumbers often hide beneath the sand or in rock crevices. Once a sufficient quantity is collected, the boat returns to shore for further processing. At processing plants, raw materials are inspected for quality and sorted by size, firmness, and cleanliness. Sea cucumbers that are scratched, damaged, or show signs of disease are discarded. Next, sea cucumbers are placed in clean water tanks with an aeration system to remove sand and impurities from their bodies. Workers carefully make a small incision on the belly to remove the internal organs, ensuring the inner flesh remains intact, then rinse them thoroughly to eliminate any remaining mucus. Depending on product requirements, sea cucumbers undergo thermal processing by either blanching in hot water at approximately 190 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, or briefly boiling for about 5 to 10 minutes to firm up the flesh and remove excess mucus. Immediately after, they are quickly cooled in ice water at 32 degrees Fahrenheit to maintain their crisp texture. Next, they are sorted for further processing into either dried or frozen sea cucumbers. For dried sea cucumbers, the raw materials are arranged on trays and placed in thermal drying or freeze-drying systems to retain nutrients. The dried products are then tested for moisture content and elasticity before packaging. Meanwhile, frozen sea cucumbers are vacuum sealed in bags and rapidly frozen using IQF, individual quick freezing technology, at -40 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 to 2 hours to preserve meat structure. They are then stored at 0 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure maximum freshness. Sea cucumbers are also processed into dietary supplements by drying, grinding into powder, or extracting their nutrients. Sea cucumber powder can be directly packaged or processed into capsules and tablets. The extract is concentrated and then spray-dried to produce refined powder. The products undergo rigorous quality control before being packaged and distributed to the market,